Hello, welcome back to the vlog. Tomorrow is the first of our weekend openings. I've got lots to do today. First, go through all the reptiles in the snake room and give them their deep clean. And then it's back to the Falconry Centre to crack on with all the stuff that still needs to be done. But look at all of this. All of this herbage, lots of stitchwort, cow parsley type plants. Last time I walked along here, just over a week ago, they were just literally looking like seedling carrots. That is ridiculous. And it was all dead leaves on the woodland floor. There was no real greenery here at all. So it is spring. Spring is actually marching on because it's pretty much the end of March. We're going into April. We've not really had much decent weather since the beginning of February. So not boding well for our first weekend openings. Certainly not the sort of weather that brings the public out to see us, that's for sure. But we're just going to have a relax. Take the dogs for a walk before the day winds up. So Jackie's off to work, she's a nurse. Yesterday she had a practical and a theory type exam day. As a nurse, she's always having to revalidate and renew and update on stuff. So that was good because she didn't have time for revision and she got 98%. So yeah, she's pretty good at her job, really, bless her. So she's off to work. I'm off to do maintenance. See you in a bit. Two days to opening. Now I've got 2 fence posts on a picket fence to repair, and this is how it goes on. Stuff to do that we need to get done, and a constant 2 steps backwards to other stuff to do that crops up. Stop laughing at me. Flew the bald eagle today, and he basically soared off to the next village, and by the time I'd tracked him on foot, I'd kind of got past the point of no return. And so instead of going back for my van, my phone and my Ventolin inhaler, I just carried on trekking until I picked him up, or rather he soared back towards me. Just stuff you don't need when there's already so much other stuff to get done. Like Laurel and Hardy. Oh, for goodness sakes. Smooth snakes are out again, basking. Hopefully the mild weather will get a bit more activity from all these guys. So today we're moving the Asclepian snakes from where they've been for quite some time, here in the reptile room. And we're moving these guys up to the menagerie. Another species that actually occurs in Britain, although it's not really classed as native. 3 introduced populations, so really fitting for the UK wildlife menagerie. So we're going to move those up there so people can really appreciate them. Very gentle snakes, grow quite large, but beautiful, gentle creatures. Asclepian snakes, a good story to tell as well. And here's the melanistic one, so a melanistic black variety, really, lots of melanin. You've heard of a black adder, that's a melanistic adder. This is a black Asclepian snake. Look at that, melanistic, a totally different sort of hues to its body. But actually, that really, oh, you know, it really makes your eyes water. That did. Oh, that was a direct hit. Oh gosh, that really made my eyes water. Anyway, other than that, bearing in mind, yes, these guys, oh, my eyes are running, haven't been picked up now for over a year. They've been in a fully naturalistic planted vivarium, and I've just had to really wrangle them out and sort of destroy their enclosure to fish them out. Oh, I need a plaster. You're very naughty. Very, very attractive snakes, and almost never inclined to bite, even wild ones. That's simply the fact I've had to sort of really chase it around and frighten it. Time for the new home. Nice high up basking areas. These snakes are quite arboreal. They certainly can climb well in the wild, whether that's dry stone walls or olive trees and other such things. Put a little bit of hay in there, just like a little bird's nest area, because they do raid bird's nests. Warmth under there, nighttime background heat, and warmth up there. Quite basic for now, but it's really just to kick us off and get us started for this open weekend. There they are. You can see the differing colours here, the melanistic animal. Very beautiful subtle tones, and the more usual normal phase, if you like, with much more noticeable yellow neckband still as juveniles. Off they go, so you can see the straight up climbing of birds is there. We'll let them settle in. See how long before they actually make an appearance, once they've actually had a good old exploration. I'm not sure if you know what's going on here, but these guys only really woke up from hibernation a couple of days ago. I don't really know what's going on. They're having a piggyback ride. There's a few reeves pheasants on the estate which just look gorgeous, and they're very much penalty birds on a shoot come winter. Very pretty. You can see why people, you can see why people collect and breed and keep pheasants as sort of aviary birds.
Like guinea pigs.
So it's been a rather slow start to spring, but it is marching on. Even some of the main daffodil areas are sort of gradually going for new stuff as it comes through. Come and have a look. So I'm not going to show you everything, but we're just finally set up for the first day. You'll be watching this basically on the first day of our Easter weekend, because Easter weekend we open on a Sunday and a Monday. We're here the weekend before, trial run weekend, check everything works, see what we miss, and so on and so forth. But lots of gardens to wander around. I'm not going to show you all of that because I've got stuff to do. Colours coming, colours coming. Come have a game of croquet. It's all for you, just come and have fun. I've never played croquet before. I just like the potatoes. Anyway, come and have a look. So this border, lots to come on in here as the season marches on. Different areas. I might flip you around actually, hold on. This State Lake. We've got great crested newts in there. Steve's been putting new ponds in over the last couple of years in other parts of the estate, and he's been telling me they're full of toads, so that's really good to see. They've actually cut a window in the hedge over the valley, so I've got more chance of seeing where Wurzel the bald eagle is if it's a daylight today with no wind and he loses height. But don't you think it'd look nice if they'd got cut out, wouldn't it? There's an idea. Anyway, this is our flying lawn on display days. You've got a beautiful, beautiful backdrop. I mean, come on, what a backdrop to your flying lawn. Kids play area over there. But this isn't a bad, not a bad aspect at all to fly your birds. It works great for falcons and it works great for the soaring birds. Come on. We'll meander through back to the falconry centre. I'll speed you up for a second, hold on. Always nice to wander through here. Ponds come to life, but again it's been so cold. The pondweed and the lilies, they're still well down. There's a couple up there, look. That always looks beautiful. And again, the daffodils fading. Tulip border ready to go again. This is a lot of work for the gardeners because this is literally flowers removed, restocked, a constant change, unlike some of the perennial borders that do it all themselves. Well, they don't look after themselves, but they kind of silver border there, looking good. Let me take you through. Look at this. Very soon those buds are going to burst into a glorious cherry blossom avenue. Keep an eye on the vlogs because you don't get long to see that glory. It's a passing thing. Let me speed you up again. The smooth snakes have decided getting inside the heat element cover is a good place to bask, which is kind of annoying, but they seem okay. It's very low wattage ball. I'm going to feed the sticklebacks in a second. Great crested newts doing their thing. Our toads are breeding, so they're out of their environment just for people to see what toads do. Norma the hedgehog, she's not out here yet, it's too cold for her, so she'll come out on one of our talks. It's all looking fine indeed. Polecats are being a bit nocturnal today. Oh, there they are. Look. At least folk can see them. They really made use of this high level bed, which is great. And they are ultra cute. So keep coming. Roxy the fox, where are you? What are you up to, rascal? Don't know what she was up to then. A look of kind of guilt on her face, as only a fox could have. Let me come round here. Got the Asclepian snakes. It's very cold, not going to be a lot of snake action at this time of the year while it's this cold. Light won't focus. Got some rats in there, but got more rats to come. Look at this. Roy spent the whole morning finishing off a wood chip path. What a transformation. So these guys, these won't be out. These won't be out just yet. Look at this. Look at this. How different does that actually look? Lots more planting here, butterfly and bee planting. Also a little bit of signage up now. Can't wait for that to get done though. Anyway, let me cut in a second and we'll just have a quick look at the centre. The lawn is mowed. First time this year. Kyle forgot to bring the strimmer for me this morning. There's Kyle's hybrid, Aplomado Peregrine. That's going to fly today at 2 o'clock. Wurzel's going to be flying at 3 o'clock. First time the birds are seeing guests, we've just opened. First time that's going to see more than just a few people on our experience days. All looking absolutely magnificent. Come and see us, for goodness sakes. Come and support us and enjoy a day here at Holdenby. Oh, what a shame. I just had to move my ramp for the disabled ramp for access. And under here was a big chunky vole. And she's run off with some of her children attached to her little teats. But unfortunately, she's left some behind. We're just going to pop the little blighters down there. What chance they've got, I don't know, but that's where she went. Plenty of holes in the wall. Hopefully they'll squeak and she'll come back and get them. Let's just see. Thankfully, there isn't any more under there. Bless the little things. Oh, it's a lovely chenille there. It's actually, unless this is a different animal, it's actually a wood mouse or a field mouse, look. I don't think it was her. Unless it was a field mouse, then that's the boy. I've got a free sample of some of the recycled plastic board I'm hoping to use for the outdoor UK reptile enclosures, which I was going to go for 10mm, this is 6mm, but it is pretty solid. I think it's going to be just a job. Look at that. Have a look at this. Far more interesting than man-made stuff. So all those lovely green spheres are mistletoe, the stuff you hang over your door frame at Christmas to get a snog off some stranger you've not seen for ages. And this stuff here, some of the trees in the distance are absolutely, I don't know if you can see that one through there, are absolutely covered in mistletoe. It's a parasite, so the birds eat the seeds, the fruit, they poo. If the mistletoe seeds are lucky, it lands in a fork of a branch or in the cleft of the bark. And it takes root there. And although it's a green plant, so it is photosynthesizing, making some of its own food, it's not an epiphyte like a rainforest plant just using the tree to get up to where the sunlight is. This stuff's a parasite. It roots into the actual tree itself and takes a lot of goodness from the tree sap. A beautiful plant, really green when all the leaves are off the trees. Look at that. Have a look over here. There is tons of it. To the point you got to feel sorry for some of the trees, because this guy here, he's only got a few plants in mistletoe. But look at that one over there. Absolutely looks like it's in leaf, but it's not. Absolutely covered in mistletoe. Must be taking a lot of goodness out of that tree. Anyway, we're at Burghley House. There's Jackie. We've been here a few times before. Just had a look round indoors, but really we came today. The weather's nice. As a day off, it's Monday, having a day off after the weekend, and just to kind of chill out and walk around, really, the gardens and the lake at the Burghley. Really pleasant, really quiet today. Just absolutely a beautiful day to be alive in England. Simple but effective. I need a wee. That's a wrap. That's the first weekend under our belts. If you're watching this, we'll be starting, if you watch it when it comes out, we'll be starting Sunday and bank holiday Monday at Easter. That's, if the weather's nice, the biggest weekend of the year, more or less. Come and see us. How did it go this weekend? Saturday, freezing cold and grey all day. Both Jackie and I couldn't believe how cold our feet were when we got home, because we're not as active as you normally are. You're sort of more standing around. Very small turnout. Actually, shockingly, disappointingly small. Thank goodness the sun forecast to come out about 3 o'clock this Sunday came out way before then, and a lot of the people today, and there was loads more people, thank goodness, they said, oh, we were actually going to come yesterday, but the forecast was rubbish. And that is exactly what it's like doing outdoor things here in the UK. The sunshine is the key. Stiff upper lip, English mentality, wearing all the right clothes. People come out when the sun is out, that's for sure. So lovely turnout today. Really nice. Old customers, old customers, and regular customers from years before, which has been absolutely brilliant. And lots of people have said they've never been here before. We started with a golden eagle and a hedgehog, talking about UK or British iconic animals, two ends of the spectrum. We flew Wurzel the bald eagle at the end. We just did a lot of long range circuits with him because no wind whatsoever to give him any lift. And Emily flew her Aplomado falcon, which will be flying this weekend at Kelmarsh at the Falconers Fair. She gave that a bit of practice, and Kyle yesterday flew his Aplomado cross peregrine cross gerfalcon, and I flew the 1 year old peregrine here, who did very, very well indeed. So yeah, all good. The place looks spectacular. Even some of the snakes came out because we had a bit of sunshine. The tortoises have been roaming free. So all in all, a good little setup ready for our big weekend at Easter. Come and see us one weekend in the summer. But for this weekend and for this vlog, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.